Silent Hill F is another great example, or actually a very bad example, on how quality control is missing or sometimes completely absent in the gaming industry. Because a game like that, with issues like that on the PlayStation 5 Pro, should be never released. And the worst part is that if you're lucky enough to own a PlayStation 5 Pro, there is no way around, because the only graphic mode what you have in this game is the enhanced PlayStation 5 Pro mode. And this is what you get: a noisy, flickering picture. That's the PSSR issues as we know it. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Don't get me wrong, there are many games on the PlayStation 5 Pro with great PSSR support: Ratchet & Clank, The Crew, Motorfest, Space Marines, all those games and many more having great PSSR support. Here in this case, and the same as in Silent Hill 2 Remake, it's absolutely bad, and I don't understand why we don't have the option to turn it actually off. And unfortunately, we have seen the exact same issue in many other games like Avatar: flickering foliage, flickering shadows, and a permanent noise in the picture. And when we're now comparing the PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced version, and again, that's the only graphic mode what we have when you play the game on the PlayStation 5 Pro, we're comparing this now with the base PlayStation 5 performance mode, both 60 FPS. You can actually see that the base PlayStation 5 version looks much cleaner. There is no shimmering, or not the same shimmering or flickering what we can see on the enhanced version on the PlayStation 5 Pro. But to be very fair, I don't want to focus just on the bad things of PSSR, because again, this is a developer issue. This is not a PSSR issue in my opinion. When we're looking here at this scene right now, you can actually see how much better PSSR is in regards to sharpness. You can see this is again the performance mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro and base PlayStation 5, and you can see how much sharper the Pro version is actually. When we're now briefly comparing this with the quality mode on the base PlayStation 5, you can actually see that the Pro enhanced version is very close. I wouldn't say it's better, but very close, or on the same level as the quality mode on the base PlayStation 5. But here, the big difference is we have, let's say, the same sharpness, same image quality in regards to resolution, but we're talking about 60 FPS on the PlayStation 5 Pro versus 30 FPS on the base PlayStation 5. That's a very big difference. Okay, my friends, so this was just a very brief video about the issues what we have in Silent Hill F with PSSR on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it is exactly the same what we had, or what we had, correct, in Silent Hill 2 Remake, because I don't know if you remember, but they patched the game with PSSR and they removed it at some point. I think it's still present in the quality mode if I'm not wrong, but not in the performance mode anymore, because it was just terrible. The same flickering or shimmering in the foliage, and the noise in the picture was just, it's just too much, okay? It makes the whole presentation look worse in my opinion. So here, I don't understand why we don't have a toggle where we can switch between quality mode as on the base PlayStation 5, normal performance mode, and maybe performance mode with PSSR enabled, because then I would have the choice what I like to do, okay? So right now on the PlayStation 5 Pro, I just have one graphic option, and it's actually probably not the best way to play with this mode. So it really depends, okay? So because obviously you're getting a sharper picture compared to the base PlayStation 5 in the 60 FPS mode, but also you get this shimmering and flickering. I don't know what is the better way to play, honestly, okay? So I would like to have the choice, okay? I would like to have a toggle switch to turn it off and on. That's all what I'm asking for, okay? And after analyzing a couple of games now on the PlayStation 5 Pro, I mean, there's no doubt why Sony is moving away from PSSR and adapting, I think next year or probably soon, FSR 4. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any game with FSR 4 support right now on the PlayStation 5 Pro or any PlayStation game, okay? So I might be wrong on that, but I haven't seen any, okay? So, but maybe that's the reason they're moving forward. Maybe they had, or maybe FSR 4 is just delivering a much better option. Unfortunately, there is no DLSS support possible on the PlayStation 5 Pro or PlayStation in general, because I would think, or my opinion is, DLSS is still superior over FSR 4, still much better, but that's just my opinion. But I'm looking forward to see the first FSR 4 game on a Sony console, and hopefully we can actually somehow compare this with PSSR, because right now, again, we have games with great PSSR support where I strongly recommend to play this game on a PlayStation 5 Pro, but then on the other hand, we have games like that where I actually tend more to the base PlayStation 5 to have a cleaner picture. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Thank you very much for watching me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.